All right, I'm sorry, guys. We got cut off there. All right, we're going to do meditation. All right. Hopefully that'll stay. That's why I need to get that phone connection, right? I got to get a little bit more technologically savvy because right now I'm not. I don't feel I'm getting there, but I'm not that great. All right, so let's go into our hearts and we're going to do a little meditation. So remember, you might feel your body move around. So that's the chi circulating. So the chi, when it circulates, right, it moves kind of like in a spiral, right? That's why you always see these ancient drawings. When I was down in the Caribbean in St. John, we actually ate lunch. I felt we were in a sacred palace. You sat on these rocks, and they had all these petroglyphs. And some of the petroglyphs looked like space people. It's very interesting. I hope that place survives. That was down in St. John, USVI. All right, so let's go in. So you just relax your feet. So you want to, pretty much sit up as much upright as you can, right? And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get upright. Yeah, so pray for me that I get to walk again. I have that torn ligament, and every time I go to a doctor, they want to do a hip transplant, and I go, no, I just need my ligament fixed. That's what caused my inability to walk. So I don't know, everything in life is like such a level of balance, and we need to be guided. So we need to be in our center. And how do we get in our center? We meditate, we pray, we work in our gardens, we give love to our kids, we do service. There's so many high vibration things that you can do that's going to raise your vibration. And when your vibration is raised, everybody else is raised too. And you're going to find your tribe, So let's focus now on being in our center. Okay, like I said, my body will move around during meditation. It's just part of the process. In fact, let me do some Reiki first, and then we'll go into meditation. I think that's a better step forward. Like let anything go you don't need. Find a home for it. That could be on an emotional level too, right? Like there's a lot of emotions that are going wild right now. Yeah, this feels good today. I really needed to do a meditation with you guys, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Because, and I have to do it when my energy is high. Oh, I think a lot of people are having their throat chakras open. So you want to do some meditation on your throat chakra. Okay. In fact, I think I'm going to take a capsule of my Dr. Christopher's formula for the lungs. So if you're having some healing problems with your lungs and with your skin, I think Dr. Christopher's lung is good. Of course, you'd have to ask your doctor. But Dr. Christopher has very good lung formula. All right, so I'm going to finish this up in a few minutes because I have a lot to do. But I really had to do a post. I had to do meditation. So we still need to stay longer in meditation. I understand if you have to let go. But we're going to move on to part 2 of the meditation. Okay? All right, so let's sit up. So you might want to just put your hands on your hips and allow your hips to rock. I mean, if you don't feel them rocking, that's okay. And then you might feel the rocking go down into your knees. Okay, as the rocking goes down to your knees, you might feel a click of your knees. And those are your knees letting go, your knees opening up. And then you might feel yourself start to spin in your hip area. So we're going into meditation. We're starting from the hip and the sacral area. Blow out what you don't need. If you have a repeating thought pattern over and over and over again, and it's causing you pain and you can't get any resolution from it, you need to breathe in right now and let go. So let's put our homes in order. And that's what I'm really working on doing right now. You know, as much time as we can devote to it, even if a little time on the weekend. Because, you know, I let my place go. I just didn't focus on it at all. So this is a good time to focus on what we need to put in order, what we need to balance. Like, look what's out of balance. Like, I have a lot of books I don't need right now. I'm letting them go. So good time to come into balance. And, you know, for the balance, you want to stay in your heart, right? You want to activate that emerald green. It's a good time to hold what is it called? A beautiful little crystal, right? You could hold an amethyst. You could hold a quartz crystal. Well, quartz is kind of activating. So I think when you have a little... So this would be an activating crystal. I love this crystal. It's so sweet. It looks like I showed you this before, right? It looks like the sacral iliac, right? Or like an Indian head. I mean, it's a geode part, right? And then you turn it around, you see the crystal. I mean, this is a really good I think, for activating a really deep meditation from the sacral joint and up. So if you can find one shaped like this, I mean, it's a beautiful crystal. And then you can also have this one. So I'm going to place this crystal on my throat. And we're just kind of going to go into a meditation right now. We're going to finish up here. And it's just kind of breathe in, breathe out, you know. Just kind of, this is a good one for the throat, I think, you know. You know, speak your truth, right? The amethyst chakra. I think this chakra could be sapphire blue, too. I would try this. I would definitely find myself, you know, a geode that has amethyst and meditate with it on my throat chakra. I think that's the message for today. I think it'll bring you into balance. And we need to come into balance right now. So let's just finish up now. Breathe in, breathe out. Anytime you want to like release something that's really going through your mind, driving you crazy, just kind of breathe in and breathe out. And I'll breathe in and breathe out with you, you know, and that's really good because then it's like an exponential number, right? Like to the 10th, right? To the 10th. And then just feel yourself like kind of locating again. Wow, not too much going on in the sacrum. We passed that up to the angel wings. It's amazing. All right, guys, so we're at a higher vibration right now. This is awesome. Just kind of send it out to your loved ones. Increase your radar. So I hope you can sit down and enjoy this meditation when you're not distracted, all right? So what's today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, I just did those glorious mysteries. Love the glorious mysteries. I have a feeling that the Madonna, and this is those for those people that are into the Madonna, I don't know, this could just be a crazy fantasy of mine, that she's going to bring in 5 new, she could now our one whole set, right? So she's going to bring in 15 new mysteries. That's what, I guess they're in sets of 5 though, right? Yeah, sets of 5. So I don't know. I just feel like she hasn't done that in a while. Like she gave the rosary, then she added on another prayer. So, you know, I'm just wondering if she's getting ready to bring in some more, if you're into saying the rosary. If she's going to bring in, it's just a wondering question I have, just because she's been coming across my mind and I've been thinking it. Oh my God, I have so much work to do. But you know what? Listen, I'm really happy I sat down with you guys because I really needed to, just like sit down and just give you a meditation and meditate with you. We really have to stay in our centers right now. Okay. Till we meet again. So stay in your heart. Love you guys.